Okay, we've been given a algebraic expression here where we have two algebraic fractions, one being divided by the other. The best way to simplify a laborious expression like this is to factorize each of the numerators and denominators and use that to try and cancel out any common factors that we have. So without further ado, what I'm going to do is I'm going to factorize the numerator on the left. Now hopefully you're full bottle on factorising quadratic trinomials, so I'm just going to go straight into it. This one here, we have two numbers that multiply together to give negative 33 and add together to give positive 8. It's going to be 11 and negative 3. So we're going to start by going x plus 11, x take 3. Cool, we'll draw our own little line like that for the fraction. Now this bottom one here is going to take two steps to factorise it. The first step, we can see that all of the numbers are even, so we can take the 2 out as a factor. So what I'll do is I'll just do that over here. So it's going to be 2 bracket x squared plus 9x plus 18. And we're trying to simplify, so we'll try and factorise the inside bit. So two numbers that multiply together to give 18 and add together to give 9 is 6 and 3. So this is going to equal cool. And we can put this expression in the denominator. So 2 bracket x plus 6 x plus 3. Cool. Now, what we're going to do is we can't actually divide one fraction by another, but what we can do is we can multiply by its reciprocal. So what that means is we're going to use a rule like this, where we have a divided by b is equal to a times 1 over b. So with this, what we're going to do is we're going to factorise each of these, but this numerator is going to go on the denominator, and the denominator is going to become the numerator, and we're going to multiply it. So we'll start with the denominator, because that is going to be the new numerator. So we'll do that over here as well. So what we can do first is we can 16 goes into 96 6 times 16 goes into that. Yep, okay, good. So we can take 16 out of the bracket. That's nice, that'd be nice to see 16 into 96 is 6. And 16 into 1152 is 72. Okay, so we've got this expression now, and we're looking for two numbers that multiply together to give negative 72 and add together to give negative 6. So that's going to be negative 12 and positive 6. Okay, great. Now, that's going to now go in the numerator on the right-hand side of this expression. So we have 16 x plus 6 x minus 12. Beautiful. Okay, draw a line. Let's just draw a nicer line. That's better. Okay, the bottom one. 4 will go into that. So we'll factorise this out by 4 to start with. So we have 4 x squared. 4 goes into 60 15 times. Yep. So minus 15x. 4 goes into 144. Well, 4 goes into 120, 30 times. It's going to be 36. Yep. Cool. So we're looking for two numbers that multiply together to give that. So it's going to be 3 and 12. Both negative. Great. So that's our denominator on the right-hand side. So I'll just go throw that in. Great. So now we have this expression. Now what you can see is by factorising it like this, we can basically factorise, well, we can simplify it by cancelling out like equal factors. For example, we have x minus 12 in the numerator, and we also have one in the denominator. So they'll equal 1, so we can cancel those two out. We have an x minus 3 in the numerator over here, and an x minus 3 in the denominator over here. So they can cancel each other out. So as long as one of them is in the numerator and the other one is in the denominator, it doesn't matter which side it is. It can be the numerator over here and the denominator over here, or the numerator over here and the denominator over here. It doesn't really matter. We also have an x plus 6 over here and an x plus 6 over here. So after cancelling all those terms out, we're left with, and then we can do the multiplication. We've got 16 times x plus 11 divided by 2 times 4, which is 8, over x plus 3. Great. Now we can do another simplification. This 16 over 8, 16 divided by 8 is just 2 in the numerator. So finally, the solution to this the simplest fraction we can get from that initial one is 2 bracket x plus 11 divided by x plus 3. I don't know if you will get a question like this in an exam, just because of how long the question actually does take, and there are a lot of chances for silly errors to creep in, but it's good to do ones like this in practice to make sure that you can do the simpler ones in the exam when you're under pressure. All right, thanks guys. I hope you learned something. See you next time.